Amid the beauty of rural Shasta County are two former mines so polluted the federal government has been working for years to protect public health.
Reporter Emilio Del Carpio shows us where the cleanups stand at the Superfund sites in an Action News Now exclusive.
Surrounded by rugged beauty on the outskirts of Shasta County, you'll find the tiny town of Ingot. With a population of fewer than 30, Ingot used to be home to many miners. Today, it's home to the Afterthought Mine. Labeled a Superfund site by the EPA in 2024, it's a land so contaminated it will need long-term federal oversight. Did something happen for it to be listed in 2024? What finally caught the attention?
The Gold King Mine in Colorado about 10 years ago made us kind of re-examine other mines in the area, and we kind of looked at this and said there's the potential to have like a significant event, a blowout. The state had a list of mines that they had. They asked us to look at, so we looked at it and we decided it is bad enough to be considered a Superfund site.
4 miles of tunnel. Hillenbrand says it's oozing known carcinogens such as cadmium, one of the most dangerous toxic metals. So how does the contamination spread exactly? Rainwater, creek water, enter the mine, and it starts picking up on all the toxins and minerals, irons, amongst many other things. That contaminated water seeps out of the mine and into Little Cow Creek. Little Cow Creek feeds into the Sacramento River.
We're really making sure we're doing it right. Like the local people who live here, people in Redding, people who want to know about what we're doing, it's really important to communicate and also get their feedback. You know, if we clean it up in a certain way, is it okay with them? Process. We could come and build a system that's designed for 10 gallons a minute coming out, and then in the spring, 100 gallons come out and just flush it into the creek, and we have to start all over again. We don't want to waste money doing that.
Hillenbrand ran the numbers to estimate how much waste the mine was sending into Little Cow Creek. What he found was striking: roughly 50 pounds of iron entering the waterway every single day. While Hillenbrand and the EPA are still laying the groundwork at Afterthought, another Superfund site in Shasta County has been operating for decades. Iron Mountain Mine has been under treatment since the 1980s. I went there to see how the cleanup works, who's paying for it, and what the future looks like.
The scale of the problem at Iron Mountain Mine is much larger than at Afterthought. Similar kind of problem. We have a lot of big Superfund sites that we, EPA region out of San Francisco, work on. This is one of the biggest and the most important to us.
To give you an example of the situation at Iron Mountain, I'll give you a fact that Praskins provided me. The pH level of toxic drainage at the site was once recorded at negative 3.6. Car battery acid, pH level 2. So that would be extremely rare in any part of the world.
It's very low. Yeah, whether it's the lowest ever, I don't know, but it's very low.
Now, the EPA can't simply get on site, clean up all the acidic runoff, and get out. It doesn't work that way. It's not that simple. Why? The mountain the mine is located in, Iron Mountain, will continue to produce acidic runoff for hundreds, if not thousands of years. That's why the EPA can't just simply get in and get out. They will have to continue monitoring Iron Mountain Mine and Afterthought Mine indefinitely. Since the treatment plant came online in the 1990s, the EPA says Iron Mountain has processed more than 10 billion gallons of acid mine drainage. Over that time, crews have removed roughly 15 million pounds of zinc, copper, and other metals toxic to aquatic life. Who's footing the bill for the cleanup of Iron Mountain?
The Superfund law has liability provisions, which make certain companies or other parties responsible for paying for cleanup.
Praskins tells me that there is still acidic runoff that is not neutralized by the cleanup. That runoff has continued to cause adverse impacts on aquatic life on local streams. The EPA is looking into how to capture the remaining sources. In Shasta County, Emilio Del Carpio, Action News Now.
Afterthought Mine operated from 1862 to 1952, producing copper, zinc, lead, silver, and gold.